Franca Judith Akello is a woman member of parliament for the war-ravaged Agago district and is serving her second term in parliament. She is passionate about the much-vaunted Marshall Plan after the LRA insurgents destroyed the economic livelihood in northern Uganda.
Unless we establish psychosocial support, a fully fledged psychosocial support program for northern Uganda, especially the Acholi sub-region, whatever amount of development you want to bring, it will not work out.
Akello was abducted 3 times, an experience which still haunts her. Franca Judith Akello grew up during the LRA insurgents, a war which sowed mayhem in northern Uganda for a period spanning 2 decades. Now a vibrant lawmaker, Akello has a personal story to tell about the conflict.
I was only lucky to come out of school having experienced all that, because when I look back, I really don't see the very people I started with primary 1 who've completed up to master's level. I don't see even one.
At the age of 9, Akello was abducted, and though she fled from the bondage of captivity, she was again abducted at the age of 12. These haunting memories cannot fade from her mind.
Because the moment they see you tired, the legs are swollen, you are not able to walk anymore, they ask you to rest. So they will ask the other children to finish you up. So they kill you there and you rest.
She recalls how the abducted children would be given heavy luggage to carry.
And I have never gotten healed of chest pain. Chest pain, I think I have lived with it. I have now learned to accept it as part of my problem.
The abducted boys were often forced to beat and kill those they came across, and abductees who got tired while trekking long distances. In one of those incidents which unraveled before her, an old man was mutilated and fellow abductees were forced to carry the corpse.
The 2 hands were put in my big pockets, and I was supposed to carry for the rest of my days in the bush. Even if you are sleeping, you have to sleep with those hands. Others were given the legs to carry, others were given, at least each of you is supposed to carry something.
In senior 4, Akello was abducted for the 3rd time. She was riding a bicycle from her auntie's home on her way to visit her mother when she fell into an ambush.
As they targeted the bicycle, as I was falling off, that's how I got the second bullet, which I had, and that was a very terrible bullet here in my thigh.
She was forced to walk with a bullet in her thigh for several days until she got to the rebels' camp. On the way, she witnessed her colleagues being raped and defiled.
Immediately you get abducted and you are kind of trying to resist. They should first go and sleep with you in the eyes of when the others are seeing.
Since her wound was oozing blood and smelling, she survived being defiled.
Actually, every girl is attached to a soldier, to a man.
The MP who went through the LRA initiation ceremony continues to grapple with trauma.
Actually, my late mother would tell you how I was her best of the 5 children. But from the time I got abducted, my behaviors changed, my ways of doing things changed. I don't fight a good fight. I fight not to save. Up to now, when you see my brother who follows me, he has a very big scar here in his head. Very big scar. And whenever I see him and I look at that scar, and I remember it is me who caused that scar, it's not good.
But her husband, who is also a former abductee, has helped her to overcome the emotional turmoil, which had left her on the brink of committing suicide.
One thing I have known is someone who has known me very well. Next to my mother is my husband.
Because normally when you quarrel, that's when, that kind of hostility may crop, come up. So as we stay, I always try to avoid situations that can lead to quarrel.
They have been in marriage for 11 years now and have 4 boys. A victim of this brutal conflict, Akello now educates orphans who lost their parents during the war.
If I help many others to at least come to a certain level, I think I will get the reward better than just amassing wealth.
However, the numbers of orphans are overwhelming.
I'm trying to register a foundation body. I want to establish a body that will be able to coordinate for me. I will call it now a project for helping these very needy children.
Akello wants government to expedite the Marshall Plan to help the region recover from this devastating conflict. Agnes Nandutu, NTV Weekend Edition.